Good almost afternoon Periscope. It's Tamara Dervin with At Money is Basic. And I wanted to come in and do a quick scope on my quick lunch break. I'm actually at work, and many of you guys know I have a passion for financial literacy, and that's why I started Money Basics, where we provide financial literacy workshops, one-on-one counseling for individuals and couples to help them create a better financial future for them and their families. So I wanted to do a quick scope, actually something that has been on my mind based on who I work for. I work for a financial regulator. And I often see people getting taken advantage of with their money in the area of investing. A lot of times people prey on certain populations of people, certain groups, in their lack of knowledge in this area. And a lot of times people will invest their entire retirement in some of these schemes and be left with nothing in their later years in life. So I want to just give you a couple quick websites and things for you to always check before you invest your money with anyone. I don't care if they look rich, they sound like they know what they're talking about. A friend that is wealthy told you about them, and they can give you a great return on your money. Always verify and check these sites that I'm going to give you before you invest your money. I invite you guys to share this scope with your followers. Share it on Twitter, Facebook. Also, afterwards, share it with those that you know, because this is very important that everyone should know and do. So I'm going to quickly show you these websites that I want you to always check before you invest and do your homework. Let's walk through these. I tried to clean off my desk before I did my office a little junk. See my babe? That's my babe. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you guys which agency I work for, but I want you to always, let me see, this is kind of blurry. The first website that I want to encourage you to check is called investor.gov. And this is a tool that was developed by the Securities and Exchange Commission, a federal agency. And you see the first thing it says right there on the front page, check out your investment professional. The government agencies have databases where they post registrations. They post registrations for those that are giving advice in the investment industry and also handling your money in the investment industry. And they will let you know if they have any complaints, any issues, if the person is not registered. And if they're not registered, don't give them your money. If they're not registered, don't take specific investment advice from them. No one should tell you specifically a fund to invest in if they're not a registered investment advisor. Now, if someone tells you generally what they invest in, like they say, maybe a life cycle account, or in general, I like to do mutual funds, but not telling you specific stocks, mutual funds to invest in, that's okay for giving general information about the markets. But when you start to get into specifics of investments, those individuals have to be registered and they have to pass certain examinations in order to provide you that advice. And these are things that the government puts in place to actually protect you as the consumer, as the investor. So always check these websites. So the first one is investor.gov. And like I'm going to show you, so you click on here, search their database, and you can put the individual right up here. The individual or the company that you're investing with, put their name in, and it will give you whether they're invested. If they're, I'm going to put a person's name in that I know is registered. And I just want to give you a quick peek of how with the information they give you. So, see, they give you individuals' names, and you can get the details. See, it says get details. So they tell you the person's name, they tell you their registration, what firm they work for, and you get details. Accept. And you get, see, they say they're a broker. Any disclosures, meaning like anything, any issues they've had in, how long they've been in the industry, the exams they've passed. They're a broker. So you need to see the current their registration, any disclosure events. This is what you need to know about the person. So the first site I want you to always check is investor.gov. Investor.gov also have, and I'll do another scope talking about this later, but investor.gov also has other information about the markets, investing, general information that will help you as the public get a general information about the markets and investing. See, working with brokers, investment advisors, or investing on your own. So the government puts this information out to help you avoid fraud, avoid people taking advantage of the resources that you have. So I encourage you to check out that website. That's the first one. The second one I want you to check out, and this one actually is really good too, because it actually gives you a lot of resources all in one place. It's by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and it's called CFTC Smart Check. And the website for it is actually, and you can't probably see it, it's called Smart Check. It's smartcheck.cftc.gov. And you see right there, run a check, know your pro. So what you know about your financial professional. Check the background of financial professionals before you invest. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's my father. Thank you. I also encourage you guys to give me some hearts. Tap the screen and give me some hearts if you like the information. So, right here is you check. So you're going to hit check. And like I said before, you can put the person's information in. You have basic, which is by the National Futures Association, where you can check. It tells you if you're investing in futures, options on futures, foreign currency. The foreign currency, that's a huge thing. They tell you can make all this money. Check the person, check the firm. They need to be registered, and you should be able to find their name and if there's been any complaints against them. Also, if you're dealing with a broker, with stocks, bonds, mutual funds, remember we just went there, they also provide that in this location, the same database from the SEC. If you're investing in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or other securities, you're going to click check and put that person's information in. And then they have the trusty old internet search. So you would do an internet search of your investment professional. These are minor things to do, quick things to do, to make sure that you are putting your resources in the hands of the right person. Like I said, do not invest any of your money until you are checking these websites. So the first website was investor.gov. I'll show that again. Check out your investment professional and search the database, put their name in. Also, always check the firm, because a person could work for a firm and the firm might have issues. So you don't want to invest there. And then you're going to check CFTC Smart Check. And they have a couple different mechanisms. Hey, Diane. Thanks for joining. Make sure you share with your followers. So make sure you check and click on the check. And it'll take you to the website and put their information in before you invest. Click broker check and check. Do a trusty internet search, because a lot of times people will write things on the internet, especially if they've had a bad experience, if they've been scammed, and we cannot ignore those things when we are investing the resources that God has entrusted to us. The other website and regulator that I wanted to introduce you guys to that's good as it relates to consumer finance. That's all of your lending, your college loans, student loans, home loans, credit cards. It's called the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. If you have any issues on the lending side, you can contact the CFPB and submit a complaint. They also have information like resources, paying for college, planning for retirement, owning a home. Know before you owe. They put out information about credit cards, mortgages, student loans, because there are people that take advantage of you from a consumer finance perspective, charging too much interest, putting you into a lending contract that literally cripples you. There are rules and there are regulators that have rules. And if you see something that doesn't look right, there are agencies that were created to protect you, the American people. So I wanted to just introduce you guys to a couple resources that are available to things that you use every day. A lot of people, and I encourage you to do this, are saving for retirement through various mechanisms, whether it's mutual funds, whether it's your 401k through your job. If you are investing with an individual, broker, financial planner, investment advisor, just check them out. Just make sure that they don't have any complaints, that other people aren't having issues, so that you don't have issues down the line. It literally takes 5 to 10 minutes to do this. Why not do something that takes 5 to 10 minutes that will save you a lifetime of headache? And I also encourage you not only to do it when you start, but as over time. Sometimes people, as you might have seen if you watched the Bernie Madoff movie, or if you've watched any of the financial movies where you've seen collapse or fraud, sometimes people start off good and they turn bad. So check out those websites. The websites again are, before you invest, doing your homework, check out investor.gov, hi Canon, investor.gov, and smartcheck.cftc.gov. And then also another good resource is, especially in the lending area, is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and that's the CFPB. So I hope that this information was valuable for you today, and I hope that you do your homework before you invest, and check out your broker, check out your investment advisor to save you a lifetime of homework. But I encourage you, once you do it in the beginning, but over time, if you've been with them for 5 years, 10 years, continue to check, because sometimes things start to go bad and you just don't know because you put your investments on autopilot. So you want to check to see if there's been any issues that the government has noted about the individual or the firm, the company that you're investing with. So I just wanted to give you guys this quick scope. I'm going to grab my soup for my lunch, and I hope you guys are having a good day. And I hope that this was empowering for you during this financial literacy month. So I will check back with you guys later. Have a great day.